seat. I'll be with you shortly.
Not really sure what's taking so long, but the inquiry office is through here. You have to press this bell to get in. So I did that. She said, take a seat. Don't know where she wants me to take it. And she'll be with me shortly. Will she not come back? Don't know. Yo guys, she's turned the bell off. She's turned the bell off. She don't want to talk to me. I actually don't want to talk to her. I just wanted to get a proper picture of this sign here, because you can't really see it. But it's actually really interesting. I wish I could show you. It's like the old school rules of being a copper.
We'll get someone down to you very short.
I've been waiting for a long time, to be honest.
So we've been waiting to go in there. We just want to take a picture of this sign. Is it possible?
Which sign, sorry?
That sign there.
Basically, it just tells
that bell's turned off.
A constable's supposed to operate. And while you're here, could you identify yourself, guys?
Yeah, Sergeant Generic, based at Morecambe Police Station.
Awesome.
Could you identify yourself, please?
You have a column on my shoulders.
Can you not say it verbally for the dyslexic?
125.
Do you want to come through, guys?
Thank you.
And what you guys have seen.
No, we was first.
You were first.
I've been sat here for half an hour.
Okay, I'm happy to speak to you, but these guys...
No, I've been sat here for half an hour.
Okay.
I'm first.
Come through. Excuse me.
Hang on, I've been sat here for half an hour. I'm first.
So, let this lady through, please.
I just want to take a picture of that sign and I'm off.
I understand, sir, but I'm taking this lady through here. If you can just be out of the way.
Why is it?
Come through.
How come other people are going in front of me?
I'm asking this lady to come through, please.
I want to go through.
Well, this is the police station. This is a secure area. Okay, in there. This is the public area. You're welcome to stay
It's the
here.
inquiry office. I want to make an inquiry.
Okay, you can take an inquiry with me. Let this lady through, please. Thank you.
I don't understand what's going on
Speak to
here.
me. It's fine. Speak to me.
Why have you come out and blocked the door so that I can't go and take a picture of that sign? That's wrong, that is.
Okay, well,
That's ridiculous, that is.
Why are you acting like that with
What would you like to
members of
report
the
today,
public?
gents?
I'll be making a complaint about you, Sergeant.
Okay, that's fine. What would you like to report today, gents?
I'd like to make a report about you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't deal with that, obviously.
Okay, what about you? Can you deal with that?
No, on the side, yeah, speak to the inspector.
Oh, I saw the thing. Oh, it's not a pip, is it?
No.
No.
Would you
What
like
is
to
that?
report anything today, sir?
Pardon?
Would you like to report anything today, sir?
I'd like to report, yeah. Have you got any comments on corrupt police officers at Lancashire Constabulary who are getting into relationships with domestic violence victims?
No,
We find it absolutely disgusting,
I've
officer.
got no comment on that.
Do you condone that behaviour?
I'm not commenting on that.
You're not commenting, so you do condone it. You are allowed to comment, you know that.
No, I'm not commenting. I don't wish to
You
make
are
comment
allowed
about
to
that. What I'm
comment,
talking about is about whether you'd like to report any crime today.
No, what I would like to do
Yeah,
is I'd like my inquiry to be answered. When I come in here half an hour ago, press that bell, she said I'll be with you in 2 minutes.
Okay.
And half an hour later you come out and block the door.
What inquiry would you like to make?
I just want to take a picture of that sign, man,
Which
that's
picture
it.
sign? Which
That sign on the wall.
Basically,
This here?
Yeah.
No, the sign on the wall behind the door.
It's the maxims, guys. We want to just take a picture of the maxims.
And then I'm off.
That's it. Just basically, I know you're scared of them maxims, but let's take a picture. You should be reading that every morning, you guys. Okay, and not going to domestic violence victims and getting into sexual relationships.
But now what you've done is you've let other people in front of me, yeah? So literally all I want to do is take a picture of that sign I'd have been in and out half an hour
Well,
ago.
you want to take a picture of the wall.
Well, I can't
Why
because it
through
won't
the wall? Why
focus.
can't we go in? It's a public
It won't
inquiry.
focus because of the lines.
Is it because we report on police corruption, Sergeant? Are you being abrasive with us because we report on police
I don't think
corruption?
I've been abrasive with you, gent.
You're not letting us in the inquiry area.
You're in
It's a
inquiry
public
area.
inquiry area.
Do you come out to everyone that comes to make an inquiry?
No, don't come to everyone, no.
So
Why
how
have you
come
come to us?
Why
Come
just
to people.
us?
Well, I'm available at the time.
Why have you come out to see us though?
Because we're here to make sure this lady wants to come in.
But what about us?
What about us?
Look, I asked you if you wanted anything.
We wanted to
I
go
asked
in
you
there,
to go in
yeah.
there and you blocked the
Okay.
way.
You blocked
Yeah.
us. You blocked our way.
Is he recording?
No, yeah, sorry.
How come you're not told us you're recording, mate? You're supposed to tell us before. Yes, you do. It's your policy. Yeah, you do.
Sergeant,
a CCTV in this building, you should be aware
Is
of
it-
that.
Sergeant,
is
why
it
has
your
he not told us
policy?
he's put his body cam
Is it
on?
your policy to tell us that we're recording?
Normally we would tell people that people
No, not normally. Is it
Yeah.
policy?
Yeah,
It's
normally
policy.
we tell people
No,
that
is it
people-
policy?
Normally
At the
we tell
first,
Is it policy?
at the
Not
first
us.
available opportunity.
Normally we tell
It's in your
people that
policy.
they
Yeah.
don't want it.
So
We've not been told.
can you just
so-
let him know? Can you just let him know?
Next time,
Yeah.
can you inform a member of public that you're actually recording?
Well, there's CCTV in this whole
It
area.
doesn't matter, mate. You're supposed to abide by your policy. It's put there for a reason. Okay. The policy's there for a reason.
Maybe you should read the maxims.
Would you like to read the maxims on the wall? If you let us in so we can take a picture, you can read them while
Yeah.
we're there.
All you're
Come on,
doing
guys.
is you're just prolonging the
I mean-
situation, you know what I mean?
You really are.
Prolonging the
If you wanna take a
situation.
picture, we'd be out of here.
I didn't even need to speak to the lady at
Why-
all.
why
You
is
could have
it-
opened the door, let me in, take a picture. I'd have been gone half an hour ago.
Why is it on the wall if nobody's allowed to take pictures or read it?
I don't put it there.
You didn't put it there. I know you don't like it, mate, because it tells you how to do a proper job. It says, in fact, there, constables are placed in authority to protect, not to oppress the public. So why are we oppressed?
Why are you oppressing us, guys?
If you want to take a picture of it, by the way, take a picture of it.
Well, I can't because the lines on the window are in the way.
So when did that, on them maxims where it says that a constable's placed in authority to protect, right, where did that switch around from a constable's being put in place to oppress and not protect the public? It's been switched around, you see, because
when did those words flip over?
I'm not
When did those words flip over, guys?
Sergeant, could you tell us that you don't condone the behaviour of a PC going into...
I'm not here to
Why can't you do
discuss
that though?
I'm not
Why
here
can't
to
you? The
discuss
public
that.
have no faith in Lancashire Constabulary because of you
Okay, I
individually now
understand
saying that you won't say whether you condone it or not. You can quite simply say you don't condone...
Well, I'm a
It's-
police officer and we tackle all crime.
You can comment though, can't
I'm
you?
not
So if
teaching
you're
you
talking
guys,
about
okay,
if you're talking
I'm here
about
to
a
ensure
crime
that
so
people respond to
despicable, how come you can't
It's
comment?
a filthy crime and it knocks us
Why
sick.
can't you just say you don't condone it?
It knocks us sick.
Why can't you just say it's
Well, the
wrong?
same reason you will do certain things, the same reason I will do certain things, okay?
Well, you won't say that that sort of crime. You know it's wrong. Is it wrong?
I'm not public spokesperson for Lancashire Constabulary.
No, but
I'm
personally,
sergeant.
we're asking you personally,
I'm
Sergeant, do you
duty,
condone it? And you're just
I'm
being...
choosing not to speak to you. as I'm
That's
sure you-
wrong, that, Sergeant. It's
Why?
so wrong that
I'm
because the
choosing not
public...
to- I'm choosing
we've
to
got,
speak to you,
we've got a lot of
But you are
followers.
speaking to us.
Yeah, but I'm choosing not to speak to
You're choosing not to.
So how are you going to restore faith to the people of Lancashire based on what this PC's done to the domestic violence victim? How are you going to put faith back to people? You won't even say that you don't condone it.
What I see you doing, Sergeant, is I see you're not condemning this behaviour. So if you don't condemn it,
I'm not making any comments
Then you
to
condone
guys
it?
about it.
Why?
So I choose not to.
So you don't want to put faith back to people of Lancashire that
choose
this
not
officers took away?
Not to you guys, I'm not choosing to speak
Well,
to you
that's
guys.
why people like us are out here doing what we're doing because of the state of
And
police
you're
force and the way you treat us.
And you're
You treat us
entitled
like
to that, you can
dirt.
ask me the questions
It's
all you want.
absolutely
You treat the public
disgraceful.
like dirt. You treat us like pieces of crap, right? And we've had enough. And now we're standing up, right? There's thousands of us doing this now. We've had enough.
Okay.
You can't just come into our properties, start sleeping with vulnerable people. No, we've had enough, mate. And now people are standing up where we're coming to police stations, we're regurgitating these stories, and we're asking you officers, do you condone this behaviour? And we're hitting a brick wall with you, mate, and it's wrong, mate.
Well, have you tried other avenues? Have you tried writing it?
We go to the press office every single day, every single story we cover, right? Before we get into that story,
Yeah.
we send an email to the press office asking them, do you want to make a comment?
And did they say anything?
Never. We have had not one reply, but do you know what we did? We did do a test where we were praising officers, and they
Prison
replied
officers?
right back. No, officers.
Oh, right, yeah.
We were praising them.
Oh, praising officers,
We were
right.
let me
praising
t-
officers to the press office, and
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what? They were replying right back within
Yeah,
48
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
As soon as we say anything bad about an officer that's true, that's in the press, they ignore us. How do you think that?
You have other avenues, you've got the Police and Crime Commission.
Right, but let me tell you about the first complaint I ever put in about a police officer. It was in Police Scotland. Police Scotland put the first complaint in, and in the same complaint I put a commendation in for 2 other officers that was also there. Right, within a week I got a letter back thanking me about the commendation. The complaint is still ongoing. That was last December.
Okay.
Guys, I'm just going to say now, you're dismissed. Thanks, your services are no longer required, and I'm very disappointed in you, Sergeant, for saying that you don't condone, not saying that you don't condone it. It's wrong, that, because a lot of people in Lancashire are going to watch this video, right, and they want to hear a police officer say, do you know what, yeah, I work for Lancashire and I don't condone that behaviour because that does restore faith.
That behaviour is wrong.
Well, I think everyone knows that. The police, well, I'd like to think everyone knows.
Well, you don't.
The police uphold the
You don't know that.
The police uphold the law?
I'd like to
Pardon?
think that.
No, the police have turned into policy enforcers, mate. Right,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Revenue collection,
Revenue
policy
collection,
enforcers.
right? They don't act as constable anymore. You act as literal police officers. Yeah? It's wrong, mate. You treat us like dirt. You really do.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, it's not that.
No, I do feel that way.
Myself. Listen, I've got an head injury at the minute, right? And what I did stupidly is I swore in front of a very angry officer. He smashed my head on pavement 3 times. So, and I feel like us doing this job, doing what we're doing, right? I feel like you 2 guys came out. All we wanted, right, was to take a picture of his maxims.
You're welcome to get.
No, but we have to do it through door. Our camera can't get.
But you've put us in the back of the queue.
Yeah,
We've had to wait half an hour to even speak to someone. You treat us like dirt.
Because we're reporting on police corruption. But this lady, yeah, she's not reporting on police corruption, right? And you put her right
We
before
don't
us.
know what she's reporting.
We were waiting.
You didn't know what we was reporting?
Exactly.
No.
We were waiting half an hour before her, and you realise who we are, and you treat us like this. It's wrong. Why? Why can't you just let us
It's
in?
terrible behaviour from Lancashire Constabulary.
Pardon?
I'm here now, aren't I?
You're here now, so could you please let us just take a picture of the maxims? Because the public want to see that, mate. They want to see our.
I'm sure you can read it through.
We can't because it won't focus.
It won't focus because of the lines.
The lines, right?
Well,
We
you
tried
can read,
it.
you can read it.
I can read it, but I want to take a picture so I can take it home, and I want to do some work on that because I want the people to know how a police officer should be acting. And it seems to me right now that you're scared of me exposing them maxims so people can see how a police officer is supposed to operate. Why don't you just let us take a picture?
Just try and keep voice on it. Just because
my voice is down, mate. That's how I speak. I'm a passionate guy, man. I'm speaking clearly, mate.
There's just a lady in there.
I'm speaking clearly. I'm speaking clearly and concisely. I'm not aggressive one bit, mate. That's me.
I never said you're aggressive.
So I can't.
So what's the issue then? So what's the issue then?
Just because there's a lady in there who's also trying to report something.
I don't care, mate. I'm not doing it. I'm speaking. I'm just speaking, mate.
Okay, no, just
passionately. I'm just speaking with passion, mate. There's no aggression out of it. It's passion, mate, because do you know what? It hurts my heart, right, when I'm getting emails from people telling me, yet again, I've been abused by a police officer.
Right.
It's every day, mate.
Every single day this happens. Every single day.
Report it to the Office of Police and Crime Commissioner or the...
Mate, believe me, we do that,
conduct.
mate. Every chance we get, we do that. We report people to professional standards for stuff like failure to identify when this officer was just trying to show his label, but he wouldn't say it, and then I've had to tell him, look, what about people with dyslexia? Then he turns his body cam on, and we have to tell him that, look, your policy is right, you don't even know your own policy, guys. This is wrong, yeah, know your policy. Switch the body cam on, guys, I'm recording you. Yeah, it's in your policy. When you're breaching that policy, you go to professional standards. Because when we breach law, we go to your cells, and we usually get battered. That's how we feel. So anything else, guys?
I'm sorry you feel that way, guys.
Well, it's not how we feel. It's fact. It's not an opinion. It's a fact.
I don't want to bust your balls, mate, right? But we're here to do a job, and we need to do this job, right? And you could have really helped, right? You could have made this conversation completely different just by saying, I don't condone anybody who sleeps with a vulnerable victim, right? It's quite, easy to say that without any consequence for yourself, because we've already spoke to Chief, mate, and there is no consequence for police officers giving an opinion. So that old chestnut won't work anymore. I can't give an opinion because you can. You're just choosing not to. So that tells me. So you condone that behaviour, and that's wrong.
I'm just choosing not to make a comment to you guys. That's all.
Just make a comment to us, guys. Why? Because you don't like.
That makes me really wary of you, to be honest.
Of you because you know,
it really does, yeah.
Right now, because
really does.
We don't go around bashing officers. Corrupt officers. We speak about corrupt officers only. We ask for comments on corrupt officers only. And you don't like us.
Nobody likes corrupt officers.
But you don't like us.
Did you just give an opinion then?
I never said that.
Did you just give an opinion?
Did you just give an opinion, officer? Very selective, aren't you, where you're giving your opinion? You're very selective where you're giving your opinions.
I said nobody likes corrupt officers.
Yeah, but that's an opinion.
What about people who commit sexual crimes?
Well, no one likes any criminals. I think that's pretty fair.
No, but specifically sexual crimes.
What about other criminals?
Why won't you comment on sexual crimes like that? Why won't you condone it? Why won't you condemn it? Sorry.
You condemn other crime, but what condemn the sexual crime?
Like I said to you guys, I'm choosing to speak to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm choosing what I'm going to say to you. I'm sorry if you don't like the words I'm
very
saying.
Suspicious of you, mate.
I really am. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
It's a really strange one. To be honest, I don't even know why you came out. I really don't.
We'll just let this lady in. That's all.
That lady in.
Part of the reason was that lady.
So isn't there a lady behind the desk that does that for a living? Isn't that her job?
Yeah.
But did she call you? So she called you.
Be sorry.
So the lady behind the desk, did she call you?
No, she's not called me.
So you just came out your own.
No, but I knew that some lady wanted to come in.
And you knew she wasn't So what you knew is she wasn't letting me in. So you knew that she wasn't letting me
And
in.
speak to you guys.
So is that why you came out? Because you knew that she didn't want me in there.
Part of it speak to you guys. Part of it is that.
How can you be speaking to us, guys, when you won't even give an opinion? If you just come to tell us what to do.
No, I'm not here to give my opinion about.
So what you're here is to talk to us about what then?
If you've got any policing issues that you want to report a crime to us.
I just wanted to take a picture of the sign. That was all. I'd have been gone.
I'd like to report something to you, mate. Yeah. An officer's failed to tell me that he's turned on his body cam.
Okay, I've noted that. The officer is aware of that.
Yeah.
That's the end of the matter.
Will the officer apologise, and then I won't make a complaint to professional standards at least?
It's up to you. I'm not going to
It's
ask
up
the
to him.
officer to
It's whether you want a
apologise.
complaint or not. Will you apologise?
You should within your right to give a complaint if you want.
Would you at least admit that you're supposed to
it's
tell
not
people?
public.
Guys, as it's already been informed, you've entered an area where there's already CCTV.
Don't matter, mate. That doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Why can't you just swallow your pride and say, look, I'm sorry, I messed
Because
up.
the public-
I should have told you,
You
and
guys
next
are
time I
really letting
will.
the public down. The public will judge your actions here, mate.
Okay.
So please, yeah. So you're telling me you're saying that it's fine to turn your body cam on and not tell the member of public. That's what you're saying.
Why don't you just shelf your ego? Just take your ego, put it on a shelf.
Reply to your questions.
You're not going to reply to my questions. Why not? What are you here for then?
Why don't you just go?
Can you just go then if you're not going to reply?
I'm just waiting for these ladies.
And we're allowed to go in there and take a picture of the Maxims after.
I'm sure you can find information on the internet if you wish.
We want to take a picture of that, mate. It's a public area and you want that's in it.
Well, somebody already in there,
Yeah,
sorry.
but I'm on about when they come out. I'm very suspicious of you two guys. Get the faces out there. Share this video, guys. I'm very suspicious. Share it all around, because do you know what, right? I meet officers every day, right? And a lot of officers do give, you know, a lot of them say I don't condone that. And they look at me seriously and say I don't condone that, because no real man would, yeah? And you two are obviously abrasive with us. We've not said anything wrong about you guys. We're only speaking about corrupt officers, right? And now you're making things difficult by saying I can get that online when it's just there and I can take a bit. So you don't like us for reporting on non-C officers. That's the fact. So do you understand why that gets my suspicions up? Because you know, most crimes that we report on doing this within the police are sexual crimes.
Why is that?
Why is that? Why is the vast majority of crimes within the police sexual related offences? We don't understand.
Sleeping with vulnerable victims, having child pornography on the devices at home.
Kids. What about when you guys are coming to protect my 4 kids and we've got rogue officers like that? It's wrong, guys. You can't ever say it's right, because it's not. And people just need some faith restored back into them by the police. You know what I mean? It could go so different. It could be like, look guys, we don't condone that. We're police officers, we're not criminals. But no, you're like, oh, I'm not commenting, I'm not going to say a word to you. Well, that puts our suspicions up. It's wrong. You can't even admit fault, yeah, for acting out your policy. We know your policy and we obviously know it better than you. And you can't even apologise for acting at fault. You would rather swallow a complaint to professional standards, right, over just saying, look, alright, I got it wrong. You know.
Are you that egotistical that you can't just say
it's just a big ego.
you're right?
Absolutely. And how
if you accept that so the public know, now the public are not, you're giving mixed signals out to the public when we train the public and we tell the public that an officer should tell you that it's recording, so now you're doing that and you're not saying that it's wrong, so now you're leading public to think that that's alright behaviour, and it's not. Guys, if you see them with the body cams on and they've not told you, you get the collar numbers and you make a complaint to professional standards. The website will be up and running this week with all the professional standards departments across the UK. This is what we're doing. You're going to have to start answering.
We're heading off shortly, guys.
Pardon?
We're just going to be heading off shortly. Is there anything else I can help you
Yeah,
with?
we
open that door?
The Mactons.
Well, you can get through the screen there if you want.
No, I
It
can't.
won't focus.
It won't focus. The lines are in the way.
Now you don't want to read it. We'll find the Mactons.
So are you gonna come back every time someone want to go in that door?
Is there anything you want else to help with tonight?
Yeah, I've got one question for you. The next time someone wants to go in that door, or when this lady comes out, are you going to come back?
Don't know.
You don't know, because I'm going to be waiting until that door opens. You do know that.
Right, guys, you're dismissed. Have a lovely day.
See you later, guys. Thank you very much.
If you guys you want to stay here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Just I think it shuts about. Is it 5 o'clock?
It's alright, mate. We've got all night. Have a lovely day.
All right. Take care, guys.
Have a
Thanks for
lovely
your time.
day, guys, yeah.
You can report stuff online as well.
We know exactly what we can do.
Yeah, it tells you there, look.
Okay, good. All right.
Have a lovely day, guys.
See you later.
The UK delegation